Heaven and hell can be experienced on earth metaphorically. I mean, I've put myself in my own state of hell before. Depression is a kind of hell. A kind of hell that feels like you create for yourself. I know it's not really. Depression, you do have influence over depression. You can't really do much about it, but you certainly have an effect over how it affects you. It's like Stephen Fry. I don't know if you know who Stephen Fry is, but very clever man. Got bipolar. Look him up. But he talks about depression in the sense that it's a little bit like the weather. You know what I mean? You can't control the weather. You can't control whether you get depressed or not, or whether you feel depressed or not. In the same way you can't, help whether it's raining or not. But you can decide whether you're going to wear a raincoat. You know what I mean? You can decide whether you're going to go out in the rain. You don't have to stay indoors. You don't have to avoid the rain. You could go running in the rain if you want. It's just like, depression is very difficult, but you've got to fight it. You got to be proactive with it, and you want to know how to make it worse, so that you can avoid doing that. Is I think dwelling on things like that fuels depression when you think about things too much. A lot of depression is supposedly a physiological thing, so it can start in your body first before it starts in your mind. So anyone who says it's all in the mind obviously doesn't really understand how things work. And even if you could say that depression is all in the mind, everything is interlinked. It's like an ecosystem. You can't have the body without the mind, so it's all interlinked, and each one affects the other. If you've eaten a lot of crap today, then your body's going to feel like crap. So there's an example of how you can reduce feeling like crap. Eat less crap. I would say what helps with me with depression is trying to have an optimistic or more positive look on life. It doesn't fix everything, but it just gives you like a default setting to come back to. You know what I mean? Your default setting is negativity, then that's what you're going to come back to. When you're not thinking about things, you're just going to gravitate back there. So if you try, and I know it's not easy, if you try to make positivity, or at least looking on the bright side of a negative situation as your default setting, then it can be easier to get out of depression. Like today, I haven't been depressed. I haven't been depressed for a long time. I mean, I suffer from bipolar. I do get depressed. It's inevitable that I get depressed. But today I was annoyed because I did things that made me feel like a failure. But then I just forgot about it as soon as I could. And this is only like half an hour ago. So, there is ways of circumnavigating anger and depression, or like at least minimizing it by not dwelling on it.